Nithyanandam, after this very beautiful darshan of Bhagavan Ardhanarishwara, one of the most beautiful and one of the most graceful forms. Literally, Paramashiva and Paramashiva Shakti together has manifested as Swamiji for all of us, gracing us all in this most powerful and auspicious darshan. After this very beautiful darshan, where Swamiji literally has blessed us, showered us with this most powerful initiation. Today, whoever attended the darshan, all of us have been blessed with the ultimate initiation to experience the powerful healing any wounds created in you because of any kind of a gender related issues, gender identity crisis, any of this, Swamiji has completely healed you. And for all of you that joined with us in the darshan today, tomorrow we have a very special celebration and darshan of Swamiji. It will be happening, do not miss, it will be happening at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have a special darshan and satsang. Tomorrow is very, very special as we have the Tirukalyanam of the Shat Murtis, the six main deities of Hinduism. We are going to be having the Kalyanam, the marriage festival for all of them. And at the same time, we are also going to be celebrating the Holi, one of the most, I would say one of the most celebrated, one of the most loved celebrations of Hinduism, the festival of colors, Holi. And we are going to be celebrating that with Swamiji tomorrow. So do not miss. 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the darshan will begin. So please do log in, and we strongly recommend that all of you log in at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time onwards to prepare as being part of the program and preparing for the initiations. The darshan itself begins at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we request all of you to join in and make sure you're inviting your friends and family. Tomorrow is going to be a grand darshan and a very, very special initiation. So do not miss. Please be there.
Now, with this beautiful darshan of Bhagavan Ardhanarishwara that all of us just got to enjoy, let's all take a few minutes, sit, and in this same feeling connection, manifest the powers.
Today, during the darshan, Swamiji has initiated all of us to be able to manifest that space of complete completion with your body, your very existence consciously. So every one of you that are here, any one feature you want to alter within you, just by connecting to Swamiji right now, all of you can literally experience that manifesting within you. I'm going to request all the participants here with us to please take a few minutes and take any one feature you want to alter. Like, let's say, for example, you want to increase your height. Or let's say you want to, maybe reduce the grayness of your hair. Or you want to increase the hair growth in one part of your scalp somewhere. Or you want to remove hair from one part. anything that you want to change in your body. The context being, see, when you're so complete with yourself, when you're complete with the gender-related identity, and sex and sexuality, when you're complete about all of these, when all the wrong identities, confusion, and suffocation done by the society is removed from you, you will also understand even your body is something that you, using your conscious will, can alter it. Just through your conscious decision, you can alter it. And that is a power that all of us are going to be manifesting right now. I'm going to be requesting all the participants to please post one feature that you want to alter. Can I request all of you to post? It could be anything. It could be you want to maybe straighten your nose, or let's say you feel you're very short and you always wanted to increase your height, and that's fine. You can do that. Or you wanted to maybe reduce your waist size, or you want to maybe actually you want to heal a blemish or scar. Understand, any incompletion you have suffered with in the past. See, many times when people suffer due to a certain incompletion about their body, like for example, someone would have constantly heard, been body shamed about maybe a certain way their face looks. They, out of that powerlessness and pressure, they go and take the solution of plastic surgery. This is true. So many of the people, especially today with, TikTok and, Instagram all over, people, there's pressure much more than ever. And to look a certain way, people out of that powerlessness go and decide to get a plastic surgery done. Now, the difference between what that is, what decision that is made out of, and how you alter this, having the power to alter your appearance, your body. Listen very carefully. The difference is that happens out of powerlessness, out of the pressure. Here, when you start actually playing with your body, which means when you start feeling, oh, whenever I want, I can heal a scar. Whenever I want, I can increase my height. The importance you give to your look, the importance you give to people's opinions will just drop. You will become so powerful that how you appear, fat, thin, tall, short, you have a blonde hair, black hair, nothing matters. Every single attribute, many times we associate with this. We always, when you look in front of the mirror, you say, oh, what if I had a better, maybe a fuller lips, or what if I had a more cleaner skin? What if I was a little taller? What if I was a little bit shorter? What if I was a little bit slimmer? Or what if I was a little bit heavier? We have so many opinions you carry, which sits inside you as powerlessness. Through this darshan, Swamiji is healing all of that. Understand, Maherlin Gomez, the difference, see, plastic surgery cannot even be compared with this power manifestation. Every single time when you manifest this power, it is completely different from you having some external intervention to alter your body. That will make you only more and more powerless. Go and see so many celebrities today who get their plastic surgery done, come and share. They say, oh, this is what I've been through. Here, it is completely different. This power manifestation doesn't make you, try and see. If you start manifesting this power, and if you're able to alter, the importance you will give for your appearance, the importance you will give, oh, I need to look a certain way, will just drop. You will no more bother about people's opinions about you, because when you want to go somewhere, if you feel you want to make yourself appear a certain way, you will do it. It will just become like a game for you. I'll give you an analogy. When you are let's say when you are small and you have a toy car and you are so possessive of it, am I right? Like even if someone takes it, literally the child will cry as if its whole life is taken away from it. But as the child grows up, when you become like a certain age, maybe when you're in your high school, you're not going to be the same way possessive about a toy car. Even if one goes, you'll be okay, let's just buy one. No, it's okay. It's in my, I can, whenever I want, I can buy it or drop it. The kind of importance you give to it will drop. It is the same here. When you are knowing that all the physical features of the body, it is just something that is an attribute that doesn't define you. That experience will make you manifest powers and vice versa. The more you manifest, the more you experience that. So sit now, all of you connect to Swamiji. Take any one feature you want to change and bring your awareness.
Lita is asking, Suma, if our appearance to what others think simply drops, then will we even want to change anything about how we look? I'm a bit confused. No, this is not for changing for others at all. Let me make something clear over here. This is not an alternative to any cosmetic surgery that someone may want to get. That is why these powers only manifest from the space of completion inside of you. These are powers not to give some cosmetic change. It's not some cosmetic change that you need to give for yourself. It is about you having the ability, the power that you awaken for yourself to know that this whole body that you have created, you have the power to recreate it the way you want. You have the power to alter it the way you want. Not because someone else doesn't like how you look, but because you have the ability and power to do it simply as a freedom. And it is not an alternative for a cosmetic surgery that you do out of insecurity. No. Because the fundamental principle of this power itself is established on the science of completion and oneness. Only when you are established in the space of completion can you even be able to center yourself again and again in the space of oneness, connect with Swamiji. It's a way how you play with this power. And more you manifest this power, it puts you into that space of Advaita and helps you to manifest immense completion. It radiates as grace, not just mere beauty that's just skin level deep, but as grace, which is coming from your being, deep from within.
And Ma, Lita Segema, just to answer your question, see, if your appearance, if your importance to what others thinks about you drop, listen, there's a complete change of the context of why you manifest this power. See, you know that you have a conscious possibility to change the body the way you want. The kind of attachment you will have towards your body will drop. This power manifestation will lead you to consciously mature. For example, like when, let's say, I'll give you my example. Okay. I used to be very fond of chocolates at one point in time. Okay. So I used to have, so whenever I get a chance, I'd like to really eat it. Whenever I get a chance. And at one point, I learned how to make, and when I started being able to make it with the ingredients, like with the alternatives to white sugar and all of that. So when I was able to start making it, my attachment to it simply dropped because I know whenever I want, I can make it. What is so big about it? So the kind of attachment I used to have towards it just dropped completely. Automatically, I start unclutching from it. Like it completely became irrelevant to me. It is not that it used to not have the same impact on me as it used to have before. Same way, when you start manifesting powers, many times right now, we are so attached to our body, our identity, correct? It matters a lot how we look, how our body is, whether we all like it or not, it's a fact. Because our identity is very closely attached to our body. When you manifest this power, you will start feeling like, hey, whenever I want, I can change my appearance. And how does it matter? You will discover your conscious possibility. There's a vast difference between you changing yourself just for someone's opinion versus you changing yourself just to know it's something that you can play with. You will not have attachment. You will not have the kind of an impact that it creates in you currently. It will just drop. Exactly. That's true. So now Lita Sege is saying so true. If we just understand this, we'll see how Somji is empowering each of us to these power manifestations. Why do you think it matters to know, to scan someone's body? Or why does it matter for you to manifest remote vision? Because the more and more you manifest this power, you will see how it will completely drop you. Like Swamiji will say, once a person asks Swamiji, if you are initiating people to materialize diamonds, right? Then don't you think it's unfair? Like people will just start materializing it and we don't even need money. We can just use these diamonds. Swamiji said, I still remember so well the response that Swamiji gave for this. Such a very beautiful revelation. Swamiji said, He laughed and he said, try as hard as you might. If you start materializing diamonds, Swamiji said your attachment to the wealth will drop because the kind of importance you give, only when something is not available to you, you give so much importance. When you know it is just whenever you want, you can create it, the attachment you have towards wealth will drop. You will have a conscious freedom that you will be able to will and manifest wealth as per your conscious wish. At that time, you will never have the attitude of exploiting the power. Swamiji said, when he laughed and he asked, don't, he said, do you think I would have not thought through of all of this when I was designing the software? Swamiji said, it is designed with cosmic intelligence. It can only lead you to more and more completion. That is why never any power manifestation can put you in any incompletion. Ma Helen Gomez, beautiful. Thanks for sharing that. And when all of these powerful cognitions today, we might have moved on as we grow in life. At some point, we tend to be like, okay, it's okay. And I have passed all that stages of being so attached about my appearance. But beyond all that, fundamentally at the very core, we human beings identify ourselves, we are attached to our body. Swamiji is not just, it is not just, that's what Swamiji says, right? These are all not just personal development programs. It's not personality development program. It changes your very consciousness. It gives you a super conscious breakthrough. This program is not just to tell your appearance doesn't matter. This program is to tell you're not the body at all. You're Paramashiva. There's a vast difference between these two. So many times you may, push it to the side saying, okay, all these are okay, but I'm anyway not attached to it. I'm anyway not bothering about it. But at the very core, what you need to change is the definition that you give about yourself. And that is what this program, that's why Swamiji says he is not interested in training your personality development. No, he's saying your personality itself is a delusion. You are Paramashiva and you're divine. So there's a vast difference there.
Ma Lita has posted, oh, this makes me realize that I was so conscious about the hyperpigmentation on my face. And recently, I simply stopped using the cream that I used for hyperpigmentation and not even worried. That must be Swamiji removing this attachment. Absolutely, Ma. Actually, you will see many of these issues that we have will simply drop. And it's not a drop just saying that you're only becoming positive about it and therefore it is not touching you. He also awakens the power for you to get rid of it. Two things at the same time. One, you're having the ability to change, and at the same time, you have even the blessing to not be affected by it at all. It is the most powerful way. Swamiji is just transforming us, like literally doing an alchemy, even much, much more than what we can comprehend.
And that is why when Swamiji blesses us, right? See, all the kind of the context that people carry in general. Either you're taught about accepting yourself as you are, and then even in that there's a sense of powerlessness. It comes from, oh, I am this, and I have to accept because I am this. But Swamiji tells that fundamental identity itself is false. There's something beyond all of that in which you exist in. And that core quality of you is what is consciousness. That is what we all learn today. Where ultimately beyond your physical, physiological, psychological existence of you, the core of you is consciousness. When you look in, like Swamiji told in the first sessions today, Swamiji made a very beautiful statement. He said, amidst beyond all of these attachments you carry about yourself, when you look at the very core of you, you will see Paramashiva will be sitting as that eternally 16, supremely charming form in you. And that form is what is you. All the other identities are false. Now, each of you sit and continue to manifest with this understanding. Start playing with it. Don't give too much of importance. See, Lita Sege, now with this, actually you can consciously heal yourself from that hyperpigmentation. See, if you drop that attachment, it becomes even more easier. You will be able to, whenever you want, you can simply make it go. This is a science that our ancient enlightened masters had. talking about I don't even need to go to ancient. Even Swamiji does this so many times. If you see Swamiji, like look at Swamiji year after year. 2016, Swamiji will be one way. Just in 2017, his body will be completely different. Every single time, whether Swamiji is giving Kalabhairava darshan, Swamiji's body will be completely like a what to say, like a liquid, like a, Swamiji can just shape himself however he wants. And that happens. That is what is we call as Divya Sharira. When that incarnation, he manifests as beyond any physical limitations.
And just to add, it is not that Swamiji needs to sit like how we are sitting and doing it as a power manifestation to change how we look, but how for Swamiji, the very body itself is fluid. It's not a solid like how we see ours. For Swamiji, it's more like a fluid. It changes. It's very, very dynamic. The way how it changes, like even it's live darshan every day, right? Like unless we specifically tell. If you see just the previous day, it will be so different because the energy that's landing in Swamiji is so different. The very next day, it will be again completely different. So it's like, it's just so powerful. That very science is so unique and so powerful. And what we all are able to access, and understand that science is something so unique and extremely powerful. And we are blessed to even be able to be a witness of how an avatar's physiology is. Now it's time we are going to be entering into the next session where Swamiji is going to be revealing to us on why today we all learned about Tantra, right? Why does Tantra matter? What is the importance of us to learn about Tantra? Let's listen to the revelation now.
Each manifestation of Paramashiva is one of the dimension which includes whole Paramashiva. Listen, Ardhanarishwara does not mean he is only Ardhanarishwara. Ardhanarishwara is the manifestation of complete Paramashiva. You should know that. Even if you achieve any one manifestation, you achieve Paramashiva. If you achieve Nataraja, you achieve Paramashiva. If you achieve Lingarupa, you achieve Paramashiva. You achieve Kalabhairava, you achieve Paramashiva. You achieve Hariharamurti, you achieve Paramashiva. You achieve any one form of the 64 manifestation, you achieve Paramashiva. So, many sampradayas of the Saivite tradition center themselves on one manifestation of Paramashiva. For example, Aghoris center themselves on Mahakalabhairava. Veerashaivites center themselves on Lingarupa and Veerabhadra. Each sampradaya centers themselves on one form of Paramashiva. Tantra sampradaya centers itself on Ardhanarishwara. So understand, when I give these basic principles, the foundation principles of Tantra Sampradaya, and when you start living it, manifesting it, you achieve Ardhanarishwara directly, and Ardhanarishwara is Paramashiva himself. Any action, whether breathing, thinking, eating, any action is expression of Shakti. Paramashiva Shakti. Listen. Shakti is embodiment of love. Shakti is embodiment of love. Realizing the love manifestation of your consciousness and entering into any action becomes manifestation of you, not manipulation of life. Listen, I will repeat. If you enter into the act of eating, knowing that it is because of your tremendous love manifestation, you are eating to strengthen your body, to celebrate life more and more. You will never manipulate food for taste. You will make sure food is always strengthening you. You will like, you will enjoy, you will be addicted only to healthy food. Same principle, apply it to music, to visions, visuals, to smell, to touch, and to sex. The same principle. Be very clear. World is created to empower you, to make you manifest the ultimate, not for you to manipulate. Listen. World is created for you to manifest Paramashiva, not to manipulate the world. In every level, celebrating the core love is Tantra. Listen, sex does not originate from the physical world or action. It originates from conscious world, being. I tell you, yesterday itself I was telling, even an ordinary act like a smelling or eating starts manifesting from the foundation called love for the existence. I tell you, people who carry love in their consciousness will never become obese. Don't try to come and tell me, oh, I have seen many obese people who are very loving. Maybe their behavior, external behavior may be very loving or matching with people who do acts out of love. The inner space in consciousness, what I call as love, is a overflowing quality towards everything. It's like a, see, if you are alive, you will think, you will breathe, you will smell, you will digest, your blood will be circulating, everything will be happening. Same way, if you are loving, it will be towards everything. It is the quality of consciousness not the quality of the external habit or attitude or actions. Listen, love is not defined by your external actions. Love is defined by the very existence or the quality of your consciousness. Even if Paramashiva does samhara, means destruction of this universe, I will not call he is angry or he is violent or he is bad. He does even samhara out of his love. I tell you, consciousness expanding itself to celebrate its oneness is love. See, consciousness goes towards the food to make the food as part of itself or for it to become the part of the food. Consciousness goes towards anything only to make oneness happen. I tell you, nothing is inauspicious if you understand love. Everything is inauspicious if you don't understand love. Sex is the amazing expression of that love to make another one body into oneness with you and you with that body. Listen. When your consciousness moves towards food out of love, it wants to make that food as part of itself, means oneness. Give the oneness experience to that food. If the same consciousness without love moves towards the food, it wants to grab that food and destroy it and manipulate it and exploit it. Food lovers never become obese or diseased or ill. Food manipulators become ill, diseased. How many of you understand what I am talking? Food lovers never become obese. Food lovers never get disease. Food lovers never get any illness related to food patterns, food habits, and food eating style. It is food manipulators. People who rape food. Understand this word. People who rape food due to food pornography. I'll coin a new word, pornography. What is food pornography? Too much of advertisement about the food using colors and arrangements. People who are triggered by the food pornography and rape food get diseases related to eating patterns and food. All of you, again and again listen to this powerful cognition and carry in you. Listen. Once you align your food pattern, your sex pattern will be easily aligned and your life will be just celebration. Your life will be just celebration. So listen carefully. Listen intensely. Digest this truth. You loving food is not wrong. You manipulating food and raping the food is wrong. Understand? If you love food, you know how much of food can become one with you, your digestion ability. What kind of food can become one with you? What kind of food will empower you and get empowered by you? Listen. Whenever you digest a food and that becomes energy in you, not only you are empowered by that food, you are also empowering that food because that becomes energy. Whenever there is a problem due to food inside you, not only you are manipulating the food and raping the food also gets incomplete with you because it has not fulfilled the purpose for which it happened. Right eating with the right consciousness fulfills you and the food. Now, whatever I am talking about food, use the same principle and map it to music, vision, visuals, all the five senses, including sex. You will see very clearly. Are you eating or raping the food? Are you loving and having sex, or are you raping the other person? Are you masturbating out of the high romance? Are you masturbating out of the violence, raping attitude? Look at the whole thing. You need to look into, are you eating food out of love, or are you manipulating food? Or are you raping the food? Same thing. Are you having sex out of overflowing romance, love, oneness? Or are you just raping the other person out of anger and violence or some other reason? I tell you, I am constantly respecting your existence as life. With these plants, the same thing. I just respected their existence. I never did anything else, but before sitting in the seat every day, I bow down to all of them. I do not have an idea they are some way lower. I just feel I am sitting with a group of people. If a group of people are sitting next to me, how I will feel? That is exactly the way I am feeling. The way I respond to your existence, the same way I responded to their existence. For human beings, the way of responding to their existence is blessing them or healing them or asking their problems and giving some solution or consolation, courage. For these plants, just a good look. Look from the eyes which is respecting their life is enough for them to beautifully expand and celebrate, love their own existence. Love their own existence, understand? And one good thing with the plants, you don't need to train them. They don't have SDHD. They don't have the exploiting mentality. They don't have the exploiting tendency. They do not have something which is not them as part of them. With human beings, they internalize something which is not them as part of them. So you will have to separate that and show them what they are. And I tell you, the moment I show what is you, you will just fall in love with you. The Mahadeva component of you, which fulfills whatever you want, which gives so much of feeling good about you, is real you. Please understand, all of you have the Mahadeva component of you. Which makes you feel so good about you. Sometimes people say, no, I think I never saw that part. I don't think I have that. I think when I came down, I left that in KAILASA and came down. Or after I came here, it got it parceled. Somebody stolen it. No. Nayanan chindandi sastrani nayanan dagati pavakaha. No one can cut it and take it away from you. No one can burn it and take it away from you. All of us have the Mahadeva component in us. Which gives how much ever you deny, you do catch the glimpse of that. You do experience it. You can go on denying. No. That and all is not there. Unnecessarily, why should I imagine and create mess? No. You can go on denying. See, for example, if I deny the existence of these plants and did not revere them, respect them for their existence, nothing. They may not have grown, they would have just had their usual growth. But the moment I respect their existence, they also respect their existence. The moment I respect you as a sannyasi, the enlightened being, the Mahadeva's embodiment, Shivagana, you also start respecting you. When you know the Mahadeva component in you is still active, alive, it has not expired, you fall in love with you. I tell you, falling in love with yourself is the only way to keep Nityotsaha, Nitya Utsaha, eternal excitement. Nothing else can give you eternal excitement. Even if you fall in love with me, I'll push that love back on you, telling fall in love with your component of me, your component of Mahadeva. When you fall in love with me, you fall in love with my component of Mahadeva. Even that can be denied by your mind after some time with the mind game, play and all that. But fall in love with your component of Mahadeva, which is eternal excitement, inspiration, Nityotsaha. Nitya I tell you, the person who has touched the eternal excitement about himself, only he will have beyond logic tolerance. I tell you, illogical tolerance, the beyond logical tolerance will happen to you when you understand the Mahadeva component of you, the Mahadeva side of you, the God side of you. Because you will just be in love with that existence. You will just be in a trance with that existence. I'm telling you, being in love with that Mahadeva component of you is bhakti. That is bhakti. Whenever you go dry, catch that component part again. I'm really telling you, it will bring tremendous tolerance which is beyond any logic. A man who has achieved the tolerance beyond any logic can never be disturbed or destroyed. Please understand, this is law of life. This is law of life. Because when you know the Mahadeva component of you, you are just in love with your existence. You are just in love with your possibilities. It is not some delusion. Please understand. It is not some delusion. It is not some illusion. It is not some delusion. It is not some illusion. It is possibility for every one of you. Please understand. The practice of oneness I'll give you some of the deep, important insiders' secrets. What takes away oneness from you is not able to cope up with the reality as it is. You always feel more colorfulness is needed than the reality you experience. Because you feel hope makes life function in you. So constantly you feel much more than what you perceive is required to keep you alive, so that need for the hope, the idea, you need something more to move on. That is why even as a child you need fairy tales. Please listen. From the beginning you feel something more is required. Only then I can move on. So life moves only with the idea something more is required. So you go on projecting that something more which you feel required, either as quality requirement or quantity requirement. Either you feel you need more money, only then life will be great, more cars, more houses, then you become materialistic. Or if you think better quality, better way of loving, giving, respecting, serving, then you become a spiritualist. Whether it is a quantity requirement or quality requirement, the moment you have the idea something more is required for you to experience completion and fulfillment, that is the first delusion. Understand? Because it has gone to the biomemory level, you can't directly wipe that out from inside you. It has become a part of you that always building up which is not there, cooking up which is not there, hoping for which is not there, go on faking which is not there. With the hope it will happen, or it has already happened. Listen, I am breaking one of the important part. This hope and building up, even while you talk, you just see
what Swamiji revealed to all of us in this session. Why actually does Tantra matter? Swamiji, it is only Swamiji who can, like, even the most complicated, I would say, like, even the most amazing truths, like, which are so deep, he'll give it in the most practical, easily understandable manner to all of us. How did you all enjoy today? Today, personally, I enjoyed it a lot, especially so many of you having asking questions. Swamiji tells many times, whenever we discuss and learn, the learning happens a lot more deeper, because 25% of the learning happens through listening, another 25 happens through internalizing, another 25 happens through sharing it with others, like Kandana Mandana, where you discuss about it, ask questions, question your answers, answer your questions. And the last 25% happens through living it. So here, you're actually doing 75% of your learning when you discuss it, when you ask questions, and when we go deeper into what Swamiji has revealed. So I thank all of you for your participation today. And there were many of you who asked your questions, and there were many of you who attended through the day today. Vishwanathanaya, I think the first part in the morning you were not there, right? Today's was something very, very important, I would say, because this exercises what Swamiji gave us. Like, you will not get this understanding anywhere. So I recommend that Ardhanarishwara Day alone, if possible, next season, do come back and attend, because this, what you learn on in this day is something too precious. It shapes our very identity that we carry about ourselves. So if possible, next season, do make it to Ardhanarishwara Day. You'll really benefit a lot from this. And thank you all. Thank you so much for all of your participation today. Tomorrow, we're having a very, very special darshan. We have holy celebrations with Swamiji, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Do not miss. Please be there. We thank you all for your participation today. This brings us all to the conclusion of our day today. And
now let's conclude with the Purna Mantra. Om
Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavat Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Paduka Arpanamastu. Om Nithyanandam. Thank you all. Thank you so much for joining with us. Nithyanandam.
Nithyanandam. So just before we conclude fully, once again, a reminder, tomorrow the darshan is much earlier than usual. It is at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you, Nithyanandam.